Quick update video. I make these for myself, so maybe no one will ever see this, and that's fine with me. Big losses this year, and it all happened. When was this? So, it wasn't great for a while, and then everything just crashed in August. I went on vacation, and when I came back, it was way down here. In the past week, really, I've been able to pull out of the gutter a little bit. Anyway, so how did this happen? Well, it's part of the reason why I'm quitting the wheel, because when it comes to individual stocks, it's just a big problem. So right now I have three. So the top three are my dividend investments, and I'm dollar cost averaging into that. That's why they're all green, because the average is going to be better than most of the top positions. I also invest into that strategically. I buy the dips. Now, WBA, Riley, and Siri are all problems. Siri, I had 300 shares of this, and then it plummeted. So I sold 100 shares on the way down, which was a really good idea because, this is Riley. So you can see it basically was all the way up here, and then it just crashed. Now, I thought I was buying a dip, but then it crashed all the way down, so that's why I lost all that money. So I'm kind of moving away from individual stocks for that reason, and it's just so much exposure. And I know I've really talked about this in the past about how the wheel you can't lose. Well, you could lose. So I lost a lot of money. I've lost thousands of dollars, and what I've done since then is I've basically been using my three really good indexes, but I'm kind of moving away from QQQ. I'm basically going to be doing gold and SPY. So I'm doing iron condors on gold and SPY. That's what's been really successful. The way I'm doing it now has been pretty successful on Tasty Trade. So I'm going to go over Tasty Trade now. I've had some really big losses in Tasty Trade as well, but nowhere near as much, losing $4,000, $5,000. I've lost $2,000, and now I'm negative $1,420. And these positions are awesome. Options on futures. I'm a big fan of the Strangle. Iron Condor on gold has been nothing but a success. The ES Iron Condors have been lackluster, and I'm hoping to close them soon so I can open these highly enjoyable. I don't know why I love them so much, but having a real Strangle is just awesome. So using the micros and then smaller underlyings such as the Aussie dollar, which has such a great cost. It's just so cost effective. So I'm trying to have a diversified portfolio. So I'm doing the S&Ps, I'm doing the Aussie dollar and gold. So gold and SPY essentially with the Aussie dollar, because it's just such a good deal, and it has a lot of high IVR. So you can get a really good deal on high probability trades. So these have just been fantastic. But really what I want to do is the long-term 112s, and then I'm going to continue trying to make $100 to $200 on the daily SPX and RUT trades. So you can see they're both basically an Iron Condor and RUT. In SPX I have two Iron Condors that are sort of blended at the bottom, because I basically I did two of the same put spread. So anyway, those seem to be green right now. So if we look at the RUT, it's been trending sideways for most of the time, and I opened these late, which is per protocol, and you can see it's still in the middle, and the deltas are really high, or really low. The probabilities are really high. So 5 delta, 95% chance on the bottom, and then the top is 3%. So even better, 97%. SPX, it's right in the center there as well, and the deltas are 8 and 2. So yeah, better than 90% on all my trades right now that are dailies. This one's still negative, but I'm not really worried. You can see the 67 is pretty far from the 61 and the 71. So I guess what's the center between those two is basically 67. Maybe? No, it should be 5. Or wait, 6. Maybe. Whatever. 5 from the top, 5 from the bottom. Point is, it's doing okay. So let's actually look at this. So this is standard king trade, give or take. So 90 days to expiration, give or take. And you can see that this is this is what is the put side. Here, this is the 4 delta, which means it moved up. So the Aussie dollar has been moving a little bit higher than I want it to. This is now 2 standard deviations away. So this is, now the top position is 11 delta. So, it's still a pretty good high probability trade, but that's why it's negative. The price came up faster than I expected, but we're still quite far, and I'm not really worried. We're still more than a standard deviation away. So if you look at the probability, my probabilities are 98% and 88%. So I'm okay with that. Now the VIX is just a hedge, so this isn't supposed to work, but this will cover me if I get really bad volatility. Right, so my positions will negative, this will become positive, and I'm going to try to I'll probably open another one next week. How long has this been on for? It's been on for 8 days. So every 2 weeks I'm going to open a new VIX hedge just in case, to protect myself. And I'm trying to get, let's see, how far apart are these? These are 5 apart. So I'm trying to get, give or take, $400 to $500 of protection. And that should hopefully cover a lot of my positions. All right, well, that's what's been going on. So I'm working. It's slow and steady, and then I have big problems, but I'm learning how to avoid the problems. Number one problem is individual stocks. I'm staying away from individual stocks. As you can see, these are all index funds or large futures. And on Robinhood, it was, well, I don't want to do that. But on Robinhood, if you remember, it was a few individual stocks. So I'm going to wheel out of those as much as I can and build up my position using essentially what I'm doing on this, except using SPY and GLD. And then I'm using that position as a Iron Dragon conduit. I'm just using iron condors to build some income and then invest it slowly into my dividend